Hi, my name is Lisa, and I want to welcome you to this letter G story time. You know, letters are a lot like animals. They have a name and they can make sounds. So for instance, what is the name of this animal? It's a dog. And what sound does a dog make? That's right, woof, woof, woof. Now, if this dog was very sad, what sound would this dog make? Right. And if this dog was angry about something, what sound would it make? Grrr, it would growl. That's right. So this one dog can make 3 sounds. And some of the letters of the alphabet are like that. There's one letter, but it can make 3 sounds. Well, so letter G is a little bit like this dog. It can make more than one sound. So it can make the sound of G, G. And if you're familiar with Letterland, you know that sound is the sound made by G, G, Golden Girl. So we'll put her right there, which by the way, that's a capital or uppercase. And here is the lowercase letter G. And so one sound is G, G, and the other sound letter G can make, it's actually kind of sneaky. It steals the sound of letter J. So letter G can also make the sound J, J. But today we're mainly going to be talking about the hard sound of G, or that G, G sound made by Golden Girl. And the action symbol for Golden Girl is G, G, like she's guzzling something to drink. So I always like to start my story times off with a game that we play together. And I'm going to give you clues to words that start with that hard sound of G, G, G. And then we're going to make a puzzle together as you guess those words. So the first word that I want you to guess, this is a game. It's a game that's played with a little white ball that you put on the ground, and you hit that ball with a club, and you're trying to get the ball to go into a hole in the ground. Do you know what that game is called? Have you ever heard of golf? So we'll put that right there. The next word that I want you to guess, oh, this is a musical instrument that you could play, kind of like this, and it rhymes with a silly word, mitar. But you put the G sound in instead of the M sound. Do you know what word I'm trying to get you to guess is? Did you guess guitar? Good job. All right, the next word I want you to guess, this is something that I would not have known about when I was your age. It's a spice that you can put into Italian, like spaghetti sauce. I'm just going to show you a picture of it. Garlic. Have you ever heard of garlic? Next time you're in the grocery store, ask your mom and dad to show you some garlic. It looks a lot like an onion. All right, the next word I want you to guess, I'm going to give you some examples of this word. So monopoly is a G. Chutes and ladders, chess, checkers, Uno. Those are all examples of a G. Rhymes with same and name. Did you guess G? Game? All right, the last word that I want you to guess is an animal. It's a pet. Now, some people I know have pet goats, but this isn't a goat. And I couldn't think of a good clue for it. So I'm going to show you a picture and see if you can guess what animal that is. Did you guess guinea pig? Have you ever seen a guinea pig? All right, so there's our puzzle. And what did we make with our puzzle? We made a letter G. Now, is this the capital letter G or the lowercase letter G that we made with our puzzle? You're right, it is a lowercase letter G. Now, after we make our puzzle, we always sing a song together, and the song goes like this. We are learning letter G, letter G, letter G. We are learning letter G, 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 G. So that's the action sign for Golden Girl as she guzzles her drink. Now, I would like for you to pause this video, and I'd like for you to make up an action for each picture in the puzzle and sing another verse. So for instance, I'm going to try guinea pig. Now, you could talk with your family about what kind of action you want to do for guinea pig. Any action is perfectly fine. So you could get down on the floor and crawl around like a guinea pig, or you could pretend like you're holding a guinea pig. And that's what I'm going to do while I sing this. I'm going to pretend like my thumb is the guinea pig's nose, and I'm just going to rub my nose against the guinea pig's nose. And the verse would go like this. Guinea pig starts with letter G, letter G, letter G. Guinea pig starts with letter G, 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 G. All right, pause this video and you sing a verse for each picture, and then come back and I will show you a library book that has a letter G in the title. The first book I wanted to show you today is called My Garden by Kevin Hanks. And I want you to see if you can find the letter G in the title. And when you find it, is it the capital letter G or the lowercase letter G? Did you find it right there? Garden? I want to show you a picture, a page in this book. This is one of my favorite books because there's so much imagination used in this story. And in one of the pages, the little girl says, if I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a great big jelly bean bush. Now, I always like to ask children, if you could plant anything in the ground and it would grow into a bush, and what you planted would grow on that bush, what would you choose to plant in the ground? You could pause this video and talk about that with your family. I've had people say they would plant toys in the ground so the tree would grow toys. Some people have said they wanted to plant chocolate candy because they want chocolate candy to grow on their bush. So think about, it can be something edible and it could be something not edible. So you use your imagination and talk with your family about what you would like to grow in your garden. And I'm going to link to this book, a digital copy of this book, in the description underneath the video so that you can read this entire book together with whoever's home with you today. For the next activity that I'd like to do as part of our letter G story time, the name of this activity actually has 3 G words in the name. It's called The Green Grass Grows All Around. Did you hear all 3 letter G's in there? Now the first thing we need on our flannel board is the ground, another letter G word. And I need you to just flatten your hands for ground, like you're smoothing out the ground. The next thing we need on our board is the green grass. Can you wiggle your fingers like this, kind of in a circle, to show that the green grass grows all around? And next we need a hole, because there's going to be a hole in the ground. Can you make a hole with your arms? And then what's growing in the hole is a tree. So this is a call and response song where I say a line and then you repeat it. So I will sing one line in a normal voice, and then I'll sing it in almost a whisper, and that's your cue that it's your turn to sing, all right? So here's how our song goes. We're gonna start with our tree. There was a tree, all in the woods, the prettiest little tree, that you ever did see, Now the tree was in the hole, and the hole was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, the green grass grew all around. Now what have you seen in a tree before? Have you ever seen a nest? All right, we are going to sing about the nest. Are you ready? Now in that tree, there was a nest. The prettiest little nest, that you ever did see, Now the nest was in the tree, and the tree was in the hole, and the hole was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Good. Now what have you seen, or what do you think might be in a nest? Did you guess egg? All right, you could just make a fist with your, make an egg with your fist. Now in that nest, there was an egg, the prettiest little egg that you ever did see, Now the egg was in the nest, and the nest was in the tree, and the tree was in the hole, and the hole was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Now what do you think might be in the nest with the egg? Did you guess bird? All right, for bird, you can just flap your wings, all right? So we're gonna sing about the bird. Now in that nest, there was a bird, the prettiest little bird that you ever did see. Now the bird was on the egg, and the egg was in the nest, and the nest was in the tree, and the tree was in the hole, and the hole was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Now do you know what's on the bird? Feathers. So we're gonna put an extra feather right here, and we're just gonna wiggle our finger as we sing about the feather. Now on that bird, there was a feather, the prettiest little feather that you ever did see. And the feather was on the bird, and the bird was on the egg, and the egg was in the nest, and the nest was in the tree, and the tree was in the hole, and the hole was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. One last thing. Do you know what was on the feather? A little bug, a little ladybug. So we're just going to do our finger small to represent the ladybug, and this will be our last verse. Are you ready? Now on that feather, there was a bug, the prettiest little bug that you ever did see. Now the bug was on the feather, and the feather was on the bird, and the bird was on the egg, and the egg was in the nest, and the nest was in the tree, and the tree was in the hole, and the hole was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Excellent job. I wanted to show you a few more books from our library that I like that have a letter G in the title. This one's called I Ain't Gonna Paint No More. This one's called I Guess, and this one is called Guess Again. Now this book, I Guess, is also a guessing game, but it's not quite so tricky. So here's a for instance. I have tiny white feet, a long tail, and twitchy whiskers. My beady black eyes are always watching for danger. I make a soft nest of grass and leaves in my burrow. Can you guess who I am? And this is a pretty big hint right here. Did you have a guess? Did you guess a mouse? I hope you'll take a look for all of these titles at your local library, and if your library doesn't have them, ask if they can borrow the books from another library. Now, does this look like a friend that should be part of a letter G story time? Do you think you should be part of a letter G story time? Why do you think? Oh, this is a Goonie bird. So the Goonie bird has come to help me say goodbye, right? Kind of sad, isn't it? But in the words of Tigger, ta-ta for now. Be sure to click on the words Show More located underneath this video on YouTube to access links to more fun activities around the shape and sound of the focus letter in this video. If you're on a mobile device and you'd like access to those links, just click on the icon indicated here in the green circle.